Welcome to AI World TV, your go-to destination for everything artificial intelligence. Discover the captivating landscape of AI, where advanced technology finds real-life application. Subscribe to AI World TV for webzine articles, reports, podcasts, videos, live events, and latest trends. Hear from top industry leaders and discover how AI is transforming industries and our daily lives.
Welcome back to the Deep Dive. We are jumping straight in today. We're tackling a topic that's, well, it's fundamentally restructuring global banking and advisory networks. We're talking about how artificial intelligence is rewriting the rules fast. Our sources today, they detail a really seismic shift. It's fascinating stuff. And look, we're not just talking about optimizing a few tools here and there. We're looking at brand new AI copilots that are redefining what financial expertise even looks like. So our mission for you today is to get under the hood, understand exactly how these systems are operating, what's being automated, and really crucially, what skills you'll need, what skills the future financial professional needs to actually thrive in this new augmented world.
Yeah, and what's really striking here, what the research strongly suggests, is that this isn't just about, making things a bit quicker, a simple productivity boost. No, it's a complete reorganization, a fundamental shift in how human capital is used in, well, the world's most data-driven industry. Think about it. Historically, if you wanted speed, what did you do?
Threw more analysts at the problem, late nights, pizza boxes.
Exactly, you threw more people at it. Now, the immediate impact of this generative AI, it's staggering. We're talking about tasks that once required weeks of painstaking manual work, valuation modeling, entire teams sometimes, now potentially executed in minutes, and often with greater precision and, frankly, much deeper insight than before.
That speed game. Okay, that leads us right to maybe the most welcome casualty here. The end of the infamous grunt work. The stuff that defined the start of a banking career for decades. I remember hearing stories, people practically living in the office basement.
Oh, absolutely. That traditional pain point. You take these brilliant minds straight out of top universities and their first 2 years, buried in spreadsheets, performing incredibly detailed manual modeling, adjusting assumptions all night long, frantically assembling pitch decks that had to be, pixel perfect by 6 a.m.
Yeah, essential work, I guess, but notorious for burnout.
Massive burnout, incredibly high attrition rates. And almost no exposure to the actual strategy, right, or client interaction.
Virtually zero. It was mechanical repetition, pure and simple.
And that mechanical repetition, that's exactly what large language models, these generative AI systems, are designed to just obliterate.
Exactly. And the sources give really specific, powerful examples. These systems can instantly generate full financial statements. They can simulate multiple complex valuation scenarios, not just one or two.
But hundreds, potentially.
Potentially hundreds, almost instantly. They can even draft complex client-ready materials, synthesizing market commentary, company data, all before the analyst has finished their first coffee.
Okay, so if the machine handles the mechanics, the assembly, the calculation, it's not replacement, it's elevation.
Precisely. That's the word the research uses, elevation. AI isn't replacing the need for brilliant analysts, it's elevating them, getting them out of that spreadsheet basement and into the strategy room. It transforms that grueling, repetitive input into real opportunities for, well, strategic thinking and, crucially, deeper client collaboration. How? Because it just frees up their time.
Partly, but it's more because the system has learned the internal logic, the sophisticated logic of complex financial structures. It can produce decision-ready insights without all that tedious manual data entry. The system isn't just, following steps, it's understanding the architecture.
Okay, so the late nights updating Excel might be fading, but what are the big players, the giants of finance, doing with this new power? Because it sounds like there's a kind of quiet arms race going on, something beyond just drafting documents faster.
Oh, there absolutely is. This is moving towards what some are calling intelligent modeling. It's about automating entire layers of really sophisticated financial analysis.
And we have a specific example from the research, right? Though maybe still a bit under wraps. Project Mercury.
Yes, Project Mercury. Now, specifics are obviously guarded.
Sure.
But it's reported as a major initiative, focused specifically on training proprietary large-scale AI models, training them to perform foundational investment banking tasks, end-to-end. We're talking modeling, forecasting, creating comprehensive investor presentations. The works.
Okay, that sounds significant.
The significance isn't just the scale, though. It's the capability. This is the key insight for you to grasp. These systems show that AI can potentially reason about finance, not just calculate it.
Okay, unpack that. Reason about finance. What's the difference?
It's a huge distinction. Think of a traditional financial model, right? Usually in Excel, it's passive. You feed it assumptions, say a 5% growth rate, and it spits out the cash flow.
Standard stuff.
Right. If you want to change the scenario, you manually tweak the inputs.
Got it.
But a reasoning AI is different. It's adaptive. It can interpret context. It can evaluate multiple external scenarios based on real-time market dynamics.
Like what?
Well, say the model's valuing a multinational company. The AI doesn't just calculate based on fixed inputs. It might detect, say, a sudden shift in political stability in a key market or a new regulation impacting supply chains. And it can autonomously adjust the discount rate or the projected costs based on that external nuanced data.
Wow. Okay, that's genuinely different. It's attempting a kind of financial cognition, not just calculation.
Exactly. Cognition is a strong word, but it's moving in that direction. It shifts from being just a tool to being more like an analytical partner.
So what does this mean for you listening, if you're in finance or planning?
You are listening to the AI World Podcast, your trusted source for the latest innovations, insights, and trends in artificial intelligence, blockchain, fintech, and decentralized technologies. Each episode features expert interviews, engaging discussions, and in-depth analysis of how AI transforms industries worldwide. Stay ahead of the curve with the latest articles and exclusive reports from the AI World Journal, covering everything from emerging technologies to industry breakthroughs. For more news, global events, and access to AI World Society circle gatherings, visit us at aiworld.tv. Don't forget to subscribe to stay informed, stay connected, and be part of the AI revolution with AI World Lounge. Thank you for listening.
It could just dramatically compress deal timelines, couldn't it?
Absolutely. If your AI associate can pull up a highly reasoned, stress-tested valuation model in, say, 10 minutes instead of 10 hours.
The whole pace of the market changes instantly.
And it fundamentally redefines how banks need to allocate their human capital. The priority shifts from generating the output to strategic oversight of the output.
Which brings us to the big question. If the machine handles the complex calculations, the initial modeling, what's the banker's new role? If AI is the associate, who's the VP? Are we looking at a huge shakeup in the labor pyramid, entry-level jobs just vanishing?
The sources suggest not so much a disappearance, but a really radical evolution, a shift in the required skills. The role changes dramatically from being technical builders.
Strategic supervisors.
Exactly. Strategic supervisors. The human element shifts entirely to where nuance, context, judgment, where that stuff really matters.
So what are these new skills? Can we get specific?
Yeah, the research points to 3 critical areas for tomorrow's analysts. First, they absolutely must become experts at validating AI-generated models and outputs, basically checking the machine's homework.
Which is vital because garbage in, garbage out still applies, right? Output depends on input quality.
Precisely. You have to interrogate the logic the machine used, not just accept the answer. Second, they need to excel at refining the assumptions based on business nuance that the AI, even a reasoning one, might still miss.
Like what kind of nuance?
Well, the AI might know political instability is rising, right? But the human expert knows the CEO has a strong personal relationship with the regional government leader.
Ah, the non-quantifiable stuff.
Exactly. That insight needs to be layered on top. And third, the core job becomes interpreting the outcomes, translating those complex AI insights into actionable, persuasive strategy for the client.
Okay, so validating, refining, interpreting. This means maybe the most valuable new technical skill isn't coding Python scripts anymore, but something called prompt engineering. We should probably clarify that for you listening. What is that exactly?
Right. Prompt engineering in this finance context, it's basically teaching the machine how to ask the right questions, or rather how you ask the AI the right question to get a strategically useful output, not just a data dump.
So framing the request.
Yeah, learning how to phrase your request so the AI doesn't just, say, calculate a standard merger model, but calculates a merger model under the specific constraint of maybe a highly leveraged debt scenario and a potential 10% recessionary outlook.
It's about maximizing the strategic value you get from the AI's speed and depth.
That's it. You're guiding the analysis.
And what's encouraging, I suppose, is that the sources say forward-looking banks are already investing here. retraining teams in prompt engineering, advanced data interpretation, and AI ethics too.
Yes, AI ethics is crucial. Understanding potential bias in the algorithms, accountability for the outputs, that's becoming non-negotiable. The bottom line is the next generation of finance pros, they need to understand why the model recommends something, not just how to build the model with formulas.
So your value shifts.
Yeah.
It's in the judgment you apply to the AI's output, rather than the mechanical generation of the output.
It's a definite move up the value chain, a more strategic role, potentially from day one.
And this shift, it's not just happening in the investment banking division, is it?
Yeah.
This momentum seems to be spreading across the entire financial ecosystem, creating a world that's faster, leaner, and more adaptive, as one source put it.
Oh, absolutely. It's going broad. We see concrete examples everywhere. Major institutions embedding this across different silos. JP Morgan, for instance. They're experimenting heavily with generative AI for really complex contract analysis.
Speeding up due diligence in deals.
Massively. And also for sophisticated portfolio strategy generation, helping advisors build better client plans.
And Goldman Sachs. They're usually at the forefront of tech adoption.
They are. Goldman has successfully piloted AI-driven tools specifically for equity research. Think about it. Instead of analysts spending days reading hundreds of reports,
Right.
the AI digests all of that, identifies key trends, spots discrepancies, flags critical risks, which lets the human researcher immediately focus on the higher-level stuff, the non-consensus views, the deeper strategic analysis.
Even wealth management, which seems so relationship-driven.
Even there, Morgan Stanley is already using large language models. They're delivering real-time personalized insights to their advisors during client meetings, giving them a huge information edge.
That's powerful.
And here's where it gets really interesting, I think. This is now penetrating areas that were historically quite resistant to automation.
Right.
Regulatory and compliance functions, high stakes, highly manual, document heavy environments.
Yeah, notoriously dense legal language,
Yeah.
endless filings.
Exactly. But AI systems are now proving capable of summarizing these massive multi-hundred-page regulatory filings almost instantly. They can track policy changes across different global markets in real time. And they can detect complex risk patterns, potential compliance breaches, far faster than human teams ever could.
So banks can be more proactive.
Yeah.
Anticipate regulatory shifts instead of just reacting.
Precisely. Adjust risk parameters proactively, not weeks after a new rule drops.
So really, AI isn't just a faster spreadsheet anymore. It's acting like a real-time analytical reasoning partner across the whole bank, digesting constant data flows, offering refined, pre-vetted recommendations.
That sums it up well. And if we synthesize everything we've discussed, banking needs speed, it needs precision, and fundamentally, it needs trust. AI is now delivering that speed and precision at a scale we've never seen before. Infinitely scalable, potentially, which allows the humans in the loop to focus almost entirely on that crucial element of trust and strategic judgment.
Which means the outcome, according to our sources, feels pretty inevitable, whether you call it Project Mercury or just, the new associate. AI is becoming the newest member of the deal team. Tireless, adaptive, infinitely scalable.
It's a paradigm shift.
And future financial leadership. It seems it rests entirely on mastering that balance, balancing the power of automation with uniquely human judgment.
That's the challenge and the opportunity.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, we want to leave you with a final thought, a provocative one to maybe mull over. If AI handles the complex modeling, the forecasting, maybe even the initial strategic scenarios, and the human role shifts entirely to strategic supervision, ethical oversight, and client relationships, what is the single most valuable piece of unique human insight that AI will never be able to replicate in deal-making? Think about that boundary, the ultimate limits of AI reasoning versus human intuition, persuasion, and that essential, maybe unquantifiable element of trust between people. Something to consider. We'll see you next time on The Deep Dive.
The future of artificial intelligence is unfolding, and it's happening at AI World Week, the flagship global event for innovation, collaboration, and transformation. This flagship global AI event is designed to connect visionary leaders, trailblazing entrepreneurs, and influential thinkers to explore the endless possibilities of AI. Experience groundbreaking technology that redefines industries and inspires progress. Join thought-provoking discussions on ethical AI, digital equity, and the transformative role of technology in our world. Build meaningful connections that catalyze innovation and drive impact. AI World Week is powered by AI World Society, a global movement dedicated to advancing AI responsibly and ensuring it serves humanity. Together, we're shaping a smarter, more inclusive, and equitable future. Continue your journey beyond the event with the AI World Journal, offering expert insights, in-depth analysis, and the latest trends shaping the AI landscape. This is your opportunity to lead, to innovate, and to transform the world with AI. AI World Week. We invite you to join us and embrace the AI revolution.